Well, we're in Nunavut in northern Canada, and we're on the Tree River. And as a matter of fact, we're right on the river and right in front of the camp here on the Tree River. And this is one of the packages that are offered when you fish Great Bear Lake for trophy lake trout. We've spent 2 nights up here. We've had great fishing, beautiful hiking. I feel like I'm in a National Geographic episode because of the trails and the low ceiling and the waterfalls and the wildlife we saw on the way in. It's just amazing. And now, the highlight of being on the Tree River, it's not catching just a fish. It's enjoying some of the fresh fish. So all I'm going to be doing, I've got the fish fillet, and what I've done is I have left the skin on, okay? So there's the nice colors of the char. The skin on one big piece. This is for me, this is for my cameraman and my audio technician. Do you like the ratio here? Okay, so the reason I've left the skin on there, the skin is going to protect the fish as it's cooking. So I'm just going to be taking my Jamaican jerk, and I've torn a piece of it. Oh boy, this is going to taste so good. This is probably one of the healthiest way to have fish when you just put a seasoning on it. You're not using butter, you're not using oil. And don't get me wrong, I love butter, I love oil, but this is just a really healthy way to do the fish. And as you can see, I put quite a bit on there. I'm going to tap it on there, and I'm going to try to place it on the grill so that it doesn't come off. You just take your actual fish piece and place it on the grill. I usually place it thick end in. Try to keep as much of the seasoning on there as you can. Okay, this one there. As that skin cooks, it's going to become nice and hard. Okay, so you can start to hear it to sizzle. It's going to turn up the heat a little bit, so we're at about 350 degrees. The key to doing this recipe is you don't flip the fish over. You don't put it in foil. You can do this recipe with a little foil tray, and that way the liquids will actually keep the fish moist. But I call this my dry barbecue grilled fish, because as the oils are coming out of the fish, they're actually going to come off and they're going to drip onto the grill, and you're going to see the smoke coming up. Okay, so we do not flip this fish. You don't need to do that. All you do is close it, and for the size of the fish that we've had, at about 300 to 350 degrees, you let them cook for about 15-20 minutes. Now, to finish off this style of barbecued fish, I turn the heat up for about the last 5 minutes, so we're running about 350 degrees. And I've done that so that the moisture on top of the fish, on the flesh side, is going to get a little crispy, because I love to eat the crispy coating that's on top. So there's the fish right there. You can see that the smaller pieces are cooked a little bit more on the edges. So what you see here, the black, the charring, is only on the skin. So we're going to take one piece off, and I'll put it on here, and I'll show you what I mean by that charring. So when this would be served, you would take the skin away. So I'll just do that right here. See, there's the actual fish. So the flesh has been protected. Okay, so there's one piece there with the coating on it, and there's the skin over here. And we're going to get the second small piece, and we're going to put it just beside this, and then the piece de resistance, the big one. And I'm just going to close this. You see that fish, how nice and moist it is on the inside? We have the crispy coating on the top. It's actually a seasoning, and this one is the Jamaican jerk, so it's got a little bit of the red color. So I'm just going to place this down. My favorite part. Are you ready, folks? The highlight of the Tree River trip. Maybe I'll just eat the rest of the afternoon. I can taste the fish anytime.